Coming up in our coverage this first week of April, we'll see the Boston Red Sox as they play the Detroit Tigers at Comerica Park. Should be a great matchup right on deck.
Going to the mound, Justin Verlander. When he is on, you're not going to see many hits. We'll see what today brings. A beautiful place for baseball in downtown Detroit, Comerica Park. Thank you for joining us Thursday night, Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. And Steve, as he gets into this Boston lineup, what are we going to see?
Pitching's the key to win any ball game, and with their quality right-hander on the mound today, that's going to be a key as well against this outstanding lineup. He's going to have to execute his pitches to get the outs.
We've got a chance to show you the Red Sox lineup. And our scouting report, John, who are we watching for today?
Well, even though he's getting a little older, and a few years ago people thought he was done and washed up, Big Papi continues to throw up big numbers. And he's a great influence on the clubhouse for his team. He's a great leader on the team, and still one of the more feared hitters in this game.
And it's Jacoby Ellsbury leading off the game.
For the Boston Red Sox, center fielder, number 2, Jacoby Ellsbury.
Ball. And he watches that low pitch from Verlander.
Well, he tried to change up right there, but it just stayed down and off the plate.
He lets the 1-0 pitch go by. 1-1.
Well, the hitter lays off this one and takes the strike, realizing not a pitch he wants in this situation.
The 1-1 pitch. Good looking fastball. Called the ball though. 2-1. That swung on, hit on the ground. Peralta with the pickup. One down. It's a good time to take a quick look how the Tigers line up defensively. Thoughts, John? Anybody standing up?
Austin Jackson's a highlight reel waiting to happen. An unbelievable athlete who's not afraid to run into a wall, dive for balls to make great catches. When you're an outfielder and you're not afraid to make mistakes, more often than not, you're going to help your team by being aggressive.
And Carl Crawford to bat.
Well, since Carl Crawford entered the league, he's been known as a terror on the base pass. Last year, though, he didn't have the same numbers when it came to those stolen bases.
There's a ground ball. And he bobbles this thing. And we'll have no play on that one. That'll go as an error. And he's on. Costly error to allow him to reach base. One away, and here's Dustin Pedroia. 176, the number last season against the Tigers in Detroit. Strike one. Verlander gets the strike with a swing.
Well, the Red Sox, a very comfortable team when they traveled last year. A 45-36 record, tied with the Yankees and Tigers for the best road record in the American League.
The pitch. Strike two with that. No balls, 2 strikes. Pedroia now shorten the swing, shorten up on the bat. And not surprisingly, in that road record for the Red Sox, Steve was talking about, it was their offense. They were a tremendous ball club offensively in the road, John.
Well, and that's what
that one swung on. It's lined, and Pedroia's got himself a single. Crawford's headed to third.
Let's check out the numbers that Dustin Pedroia put up last year and how he ranked. 6th in walks, 6th in hits. And the batting average numbers were there as he ranked in the top 10 hitters in the league, putting the ball in play, finding holes, and finding a way to get on base.
So looking to capitalize RBI situation, Adrian Gonzalez.
Well, Adrian Gonzalez, people were talking about possible triple crown with him going to Fenway Park last year, playing his home games. Got off to a slow start, had a few rough weeks, but once he got it going, he put up monster numbers.
And Verlander has him 0-1 with that called strike. You look at those numbers Gonzalez put up, he answered that question of what it was going to be like for him playing in a park a little more friendly to hitters. We now know.
Now, what a dramatic change in stadiums for him, going from Petco Park, the most expansive outfield in the major leagues, to the green monster in left, the short porch and right at Fenway Park. He is going to continue to put up monster numbers there.
Here's a swing and a fly ball. 2 away. Look at the teams who led the league in slugging last year. Brought to you by State Farm. Number 1, the Red Sox. Second, the Rangers. In third, the Yankees. Tigers fourth. Number 5, the Royals rounded out.
Well, not a lot of singles in this one, I don't think, today, Gary. I mean, these two teams love to slug it out. They love to hit doubles, triples, and especially the home run ball. So if you're a pitcher, you better be very careful, because when you make a mistake, these two teams will make you pay.
Pedroia's on at first. On at third is Crawford. Oh, here's Pedroia running. Strike one. And he is out trying to take second. You see a good inning there from Justin Verlander. He gets one runner on, no runs in. Good work in a troublesome situation. First chance for the Tigers coming up. And we've got John Lester out on the mound. He'll get the start for Boston. So, Steve, what's he going to be conscious of now as he looks at this Detroit lineup?
Well, it's southpaw on the mound today, and this one is going to have to be on top of his game. And when he's on, he's usually pretty darn good. But this is a quality lineup he's facing, which means he's going to have to really execute his pitches to get out of jams.
We'll leave that one alone. Austin Jackson, patience and an even count. 238 his number last year against the Red Sox. At the belt, Lester kicks, throws. 1-1 pitch, fastball. That's going to be low. 2-1. Two-1 on the way. Smashes that one towards the shortstop. Well, that's a good start. First batter, first hit. Jimmy Leyland's put this lineup together for this ball game. Thoughts, John? Anybody stand out?
Well, Ryan Rayburn's a guy that can do a lot of things for you. Hasn't yet proven to be an everyday player, but he has the chance with a little bit more consistency to hit righties as well as lefties. Devastating hitter against left-handed pitching, but a great guy to have on your team because of the multiple positions he can play.
We'll take a look here and see where the Red Sox are positionally around the diamond. And scouting those fielders, John.
Well, you look at hitting production and you see Adrian Gonzalez is one of the tops in all of baseball, but he's one of the best fielders too at his position. A great thrower of the baseball for first baseman. You don't think that's important? Well, watch how many double plays he can turn with grounders hit to him with the runner on first.
Lester gets that one in there. That one taken by Bosch for a strike.
Well, he just fooled the hitter right here. He was thinking hard. He got soft, and with great break on that curveball, he couldn't touch it.
And it's fouled away. And that's another foul ball.
Well, you can tell right there that the batter is in protection mode. Anything close, he's just trying to put it in play. The fact that he fouled it off will keep this at-bat going.
Able to set him down there, chalk that one up as a strikeout for him.
Well, 2 strikes, you have to try to fight off this pitch. You have to think away and adjust in. They went away, but he couldn't make contact.
So with one away, it'll be Miguel Cabrera.
Well, what an unbelievable season Miguel Cabrera had. And, you would think if Justin Verlander didn't have the year he had, maybe Cabrera might have ended up with that MVP award. An absolute beast in the middle of that lineup.
Jackson's on first. At the belt, Lester kicks, throws. Straight away left. Crawford's there. Comes up with it in his tracks. This is what the schedule looks like for Boston. This Detroit series wraps up tonight. There's another stop on the road trip. Blue Jays hosting that one. That'll begin early in the week. Following that, they'll have to deal with Evan Longoria. The Rays come into town. Great series there. And a chance here with 2 away for Prince Fielder. To take a look at last year, he was 1 for 3 off John Lester. Oh, and Jackson's going to run. Strike one. And his throw, he is out. Great throw. So no runs on 1 hit and nobody left on. We're scoreless in Detroit. It's David Ortiz in the box now. He's going to get us started. Second inning. Verlander unable to find the strike zone.
Well, that right there is a really good pitch, just missing the outside corner. Give the batter a lot of credit, though. That is one of the toughest pitches to lay off of, that hard fastball away.
Here's the 1-0. That's swung on a liner here, and that will put Ortiz on first. So Kevin Youkilis will come up.
Well, for David Ortiz, let's check out his numbers last season. 4th in on-base percentage, 4th in slugging percentage. The batting average numbers were there as he ranked in the top 10 hitters in the league, putting the ball in play, finding holes, and finding a way to get on base.
That's hit foul by Youkilis. Oh, 1 Verlander kicks and deals. Jackson 1 away, and they just tried to hold him there at first.
A chance here to check out the Boston Red Sox and how they ranked in the American League last year. First in doubles, first in hits, and they also scored the most runs in the league, the most potent offense around. It's all about scoring runs, however you're going to do it, and they figured out how to get it done.
It's going to be Sweeney.
But you talk about a season for the ages. Justin Verlander in a class of his own in 2011, a 24-5 record, clearly the most dominant pitcher in the major leagues.
Ortiz on at first base. Sweeney taking the called strike. Some of those other Verlander numbers, career high in innings, 251. That led the majors, and 250 Ks. That was also a major league leading number.
Well, listen, we've always known that the strikeout numbers were there. In fact, he was 19 away from his own personal best.
Line shot into center field, and that's going to be a base hit for Sweeney. Here's a great chance for Boston. A look at the teams from last year who stepped up big with runners in scoring position, courtesy of State Farm. Number 1, the Rangers. The Tigers second. The Red Sox third. 4th spot held by the Royals. And it's the Yankees, number 5.
Well, you absolutely love doing a game like this. 2 of the more clutch hitting teams in the league last season. These guys love hitting with runners in scoring position. And the thing is, it's not just one guy, it's the whole team. These guys love it. They like getting guys on base, and they love bringing them in. They're going to make the pitchers work extremely hard in this one.
That'll put Saltalamacchia on first. Fantastic chance here.
A real pressure mounting right now. That base hit loads up the bases. He's going to have to make a pitch to try to get out of this mess.
Punto at the plate. Steve, we talk about game-turning situations. This is one of them.
No question about that. Things can change completely right here.
Line drive. That's foul towards first. Lays off the curveball. Good pitch, though. 1-1. The career batting average just 154 against Justin Verlander.
When you look at the numbers he has against him, and this might be one of those days he goes to the manager and said, you know what, maybe I can use a day off.
1-1 pitch, fastball, high, 2-1.
Well, that two-seam fastball has to be thrown down in the zone. You throw it up, it flattens out, and you can get hurt.
The 2-1 pitch, slowly on the ground to third. Out at the plate, but he'll hang on to that, so they will get one. Fans, next Monday you can catch another dose of baseball. It's going to be Jose Reyes and the Miami Marlins, as they'll be taking on the Phillies in Philadelphia. It'll be a 7 p.m. start time. RBI chance, Jacoby Ellsbury looking to make contact. For him, top 5 in the league in runs scored a year ago. Two outs, bases loaded. Now the first pitch. And there's the inside pitch coming from Verlander. Swung on, drive by Ellsbury. Goodbye, ladies and gentlemen, the grand salami. And you talk about jumping out big. Wow, they got the Ducks lined up. Wham, 4 runs on the board. A 4-0 game. What an inning. And with that right-hander warming up in the bullpen here, I'm not sure quite what they're thinking.
Well, with the left-handed hitter on deck, he's probably getting ready for hitters later in the lineup.
Now a look at the win expectancy graph and how that grand salami has helped the cause.
Well, you talk about big hitting. How about grand salami?
No little ball on that kind of a cut, and what a lead.
Boy, he drove that one. Now, Gary, the Tigers, if they want to win, cannot afford innings like this from their pitching staff. They have to pitch better than this.
First pitch on the way. Crawford will foul that one away. Foul ball! 0-1, Verlander kicks and deals towards center field, and that'll get him aboard there on a roll. That'll bring up Dustin Pedroia. Detroit's still early in the season. A look at their schedule. Series with Boston concluding tonight. They continue the homestand with a series that should be good. The Tampa Bay Rays. That'll get underway on Thursday night. And they'll have to contend with Alex Rios on the rest of a tough Chicago White Sox lineup. A team that will definitely give them a competitive series. Last season, top 10 most hits. Here's the delivery. And the called strike taken by Pedroia.
That's the pitch, Justin. Let's roll, Motor City!
0-1, Verlander kicks and deals. And they pitch out. Nobody's moving. Comes set, now the 1-1. Swings, hits this one. It's going to be fielded by Jackson. And that one's put away to retire the side. Well, pitching struggles here as this offense just explodes in the second. The Red Sox lead it 4-0. Meat of the lineup coming to the plate.
For the Detroit
And Prince Fielder will lead it off.
number 28, Prince Fielder.
At the belt, Lester kicks, throws, and he takes it inside, 1-0.
Well, he starts that two-seam fastball in the inside corner, but it just runs in on the hands just off the plate.
The 1-0 pitch. He watches that fastball. It'll even up the count at 1-1.
Well, they set up down and away. They throw it down and away. That's how you can be effective as a major league pitcher.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And this is popped up on the left side. And Youkilis pulls it in. Now we'll look at the teams who led the league at extra base hits last year. Brought to you by State Farm. Number 1, the Red Sox. Second, the Rangers. Third, the Yankees. Jays 4th. And for the Tigers, 5th.
Well, look for the ball to be rattled around in the gaps in this game. The balls are going to be hitting the wall. Extra base hits galore with these two teams. Two of the best at it last year in the league. And I tell you what, these guys love to hit the ball in the gaps and get in scoring position with one swing of the bat.
Swings, clobbers this one. Deep left center field. It is long gone. Goodbye home run. And the Tigers get one with a long ball. Still down by 3 runs with that homer, but maybe some steam going here.
Well, one step at a time. You have to get close before you can take the lead. They've drawn close. The Tigers' offense starting to peck away.
And Lester's pitch looked at for a strike. It's 0-1. Great production, Steve. The long ball changes the complexion of a game so often.
It sure does. And you know, with this kind of power, you can catch up quickly.
Here's the delivery. Martinez will stay off the low one. 329 career average off Boston. Swung on, hit. Oh, man, was that close. That was right back at him. Somehow he got out of the way. And he pulls into first base with that base hit. There's one down here.
We talk about a guy who's coming in hot and playing consistent baseball. He had at least one hit in every game in that last series. Let's see if he can continue that in this one.
Swung on and hit. Ellsbury there. Out number 2.
Let's take a look to last season. Check out the American League rankings and where the Detroit Tigers fell. Second batting average with runners in scoring position. Third in batting average. And they showed up in the top 5 in doubles last year, a lineup that drove the ball to the gap, and when they hit it down the line, they were thinking 2 out of the box. Good aggressive base running.
And Johnny Peralta in. Batting average 247 off the Red Sox. Martinez on at first. And Lester's pitch looked at for a strike. It's 0-1. Oh, Martinez trying to steal. And he is out trying to take second. So John Lester heads to the dugout. So far, giving up 1 home run in this game. And the Red Sox coming up next. Cleanup batter due up next. And if you just joined us, Our broadcast of Major League Baseball on 2K Sports with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. I'm Gary Thorne. And it's Adrian Gonzalez in the box now. #1 in hits last year. We are in the top half of the third inning, and it is a 1-0 count.
Well, you want consistency, especially with your better players, and obviously one of the leaders last year to this offense, his big bat in the middle of the lineup, so they want him to get it done again.
And he watches that low pitch from Verlander.
Well, a lot of guys would swing at that pitch right there, that changeup down in the strike zone, but the hitter luckily stayed off that one.
Fielded by Cabrera. One away.
For the Boston Red Sox.
Now State Farm takes a look at last year's leaders in on-base percentage.
These guys really understand the nature of the game. They understand that they cannot help the pitcher retire them. They force the pitcher to throw it over the plate. They can put it in play and get a base hit, or they'll take a walk.
So with one away, here's David Ortiz.
But what a big year for Big Papi in 2011. After looking like he was never going to be the same after that terrible 2009 year, he looked like vintage Ortiz last year.
And the first pitch. And Verlander has him 0-1 with that called strike. Talked about Ortiz and that great comeback season he had. Those numbers he picked up really were very much like those he had during 05-06 when he was in his prime.
Yeah, 29 homers. He batted over 300 again. The RBIs never left him. He was able to push across almost 100. But for him, it was getting back to that plate discipline that made him such a force.
So Kevin Youkilis will come up.
Well, for David Ortiz, let's check out his numbers last season. 4th in on-base percentage, 4th in slugging percentage. The batting average numbers were there as he ranked in the top 10 hitters in the league, putting the ball in play, finding holes, and finding a way to get on base.
Flew out last time. Now Avila sets up. And there's the inside pitch coming from Verlander.
Well, Kevin Youkilis moved over to third base to accommodate the trade that sent Adrian Gonzalez from San Diego to Boston. Great guy to have on your team at either corner.
That's it foul by Youkilis. For a while in the previous season, Youkilis looked like he might be the MVP with injuries Red Sox players had. He was the one carrying the club for a while.
Well, he has that ability to carry the club offensively. He never gives up at a bat. Very gritty guy. With Adrian Gonzalez at first base, you have to move Youkilis over to third, and he's a solid defender there as well.
The 1-2 from Verlander. And he cannot pull the trigger on that. Kevin Youkilis striking out.
K-Cam's going to show us the circle change to get a better look.
Man, oh man, did he ever get caught staring.
Ooh, that's a brilliant change of pace pitch right there. That's a changeup.
Wow, he looked frozen like he was waiting for that pitch to break, and it never did.
It's going to be Sweeney. Let's take a look at how this pitcher has been utilizing his arsenal of pitches.
Well, one pitch we've seen a lot of is that four-seamer. Seems to me like he's relying on that way too much.
Boy, his circle change can be so effective. It changes speeds and has very good movement on it. I'm imagining that he'd love to pull the string on some of these pitches to get the hitters off balance. I think he needs to use that more.
The first pitch. And that's high for a ball. Verlander misses.
Well, he tried that four-seam fastball up in the zone to get him the chase. Tough pitch to lay off of. Good job by the hitter.
The 1-0 now. And Sweeney watches that one outside. Verlander with a delivery. Strike one to Sweeney.
A lot of times when you try to overswing, a lot of times it slows your bat down. That's what happened here. That's why that two-seamer got by him.
And Verlander sends the 2-1. Ryan Sweeney swings and misses. Even count. On to strike three, Ryan Sweeney. He didn't even take a hack at it. That'll set him down. Justin Verlander coming off the mound. Next up, Tigers. And Johnny Peralta to lead it off. I'm going to take a brief moment here to check out the breakdown on this pitcher's pitch types that have turned into hits today. John, Steve, your thoughts?
Well, guys, you see that two-seam fastball? That pitch has been hit 2 times.
You know, 2 of the 3 hits he's given up here have come off of that pitch. Now, it's still early on, only the 3rd. I don't know how much I'd show of that pitch next time through the order, though.
John Lester ahead on the count, 0-2.
With that good running action on that cut fastball, you think you're going to center it at the heart of the plate. It just moves off to the corner. He didn't offer.
On the way. You're out. Catches the strike zone. Johnny Peralta out of there on K's.
Here's the cutter coming at you.
5, Brian Kramer.
Now the State Farm leaderboard. Look at those teams who had the highest average last year. Number 1, the Rangers. The Red Sox 2nd. In 3rd, the Tigers. 4th spot held by the Royals. And it's the Yankees, number 5.
Well, I wouldn't want to be a pitcher in this game, Gary. I mean, if you're looking to get through a bunch of quick innings, it might not happen in this one. 2 of the better teams last season in the league in batting average. These guys have the ability to put the ball in play, and when they do, they usually get hits doing it. This is going to be a tough battle for these pitchers here today.
There's a swing and a liner, and that'll put Rayburn on first. And that's going to bring Austin Jackson to the plate.
Well, he did his job right there, getting on base. Now with 1 out, let's see if they can move him around and get him in scoring position. Well, and another good year for John Lester, who continues to prove that he can be an anchor for a team's starting rotation. Very good numbers once again from the big lefty.
Here's the pitch to Jackson. Swing and a miss on the cutter. 0-1. Lester last year, throughout most of the season, was probably the best pitcher the Red Sox had on their staff. That surprised a lot of people.
You know, you think back several years when he's battling back from lymphoma, the courage that he showed, what an inspiration he is, and now to make himself the strong, powerful, one of the best pitchers in the American League.
Not going to go after that curveball, but it's in the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Not exactly where he wants to throw this curveball, but it locked the hitter up. He just froze and couldn't deliver.
Hit foul by Jackson. 1-2 pitch coming. Swung on, hit in the air to right center. This one to Ellsbury. And he gets over and grabs it with 11.
At the plate for the Detroit Tigers, right fielder, number 26.
So with 2 outs in the inning, here's Brendan Bosch. And now let's take a look at a breakdown of how this guy has been mixing up his pitches so far in this one. What stands out, guys?
Yeah, and a couple times he's gotten a little bit out of rhythm, got a few hiccups here and there, but for the most part, he's been pretty outstanding.
Well, some of the hitters have been able to put the ball in play and hit the ball hard, but it's not about mixing his pitches up. He's got to execute the pitch when he throws it as well.
And Lester's wide that time for a ball.
Well, you see, he just missed with that fastball right there away. Let's see if they try to come back inside to try to jam him.
At the belt, the 1-0. Hit on the ground. Punto throws to first in time. That's 3 down. I think there's an issue of how much is left in his tank right here, so that bullpen's going to get active.
You know, still early in the game, though, so I'd be surprised if they make this move this early. They may just get him prepared in case they need to go there.
No runs on a hit, and they'll strand him. Boston not letting this lead go.
Coming to bat for the Boston
And for those of you catching up with us, hi, I'm Gary Thorne along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. In the batter's box, Saltalamacchia. He'll dig in. Start of the 4th inning. And the 4th inning underway. It is an 0-1 count.
He has that little running action on that 2-seam fastball that busts in on the hands of the hitter. It's a tough pitch. Now they have a chance to go to the outer part of the plate.
Verlander with a delivery. This one's grounded foul wide of first. And another foul ball.
Well, with the way we keep tracks of pitch counts right now, you know 0-2, the pitcher wants to put him away. The fact that he has to throw another pitch just tells you how defensive a swing the hitter had to keep it going.
Shortstop, number 8,
Punto at the plate. How's he attacking on the first delivery? Let's look here.
Big time control issues, and he's just not locked in or comfortable on that first pitch to the hitter, trying to nibble rather than be aggressive, and that nibbling's led to 4 runs.
Here we go. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a foul off to the right side. Oh, 0-1. Verlander kicks and deals towards center field, makes its way through for a single. And that'll bring up Jacoby Ellsbury. These were the hitters with the most home runs around the league last year, courtesy of State Farm.
Well, this is a list of guys that when they get in there, they're looking to do some damage, to really hurt the opposition, looking to drive the ball. It's not just about contact, it's about hard contact.
Top 5 hits last year. And the first pitch. It's hit foul by Ellsbury. Verlander with a delivery. And it's 0-2. Ellsbury cut it down, protect.
That fastball just froze him on the inside corner. Now we're going to see where he goes. Look for something soft, possibly away.
Curveball, thought he had him, but it's 1-2. And a swing and a miss, strike 3 on Ellsbury. Well, whatever the setup was that he wanted, he got it, and he was off balance at the plate.
Well, a great sequence of pitches right there to keep the batter off balance, and a great approach by the pitcher.
State Farm leaderboard. Look at the teams with the most runs produced from last year's season. Number 1, the Red Sox. The Yankees second. In third, the Rangers. The Tigers fourth. And for the Blue Jays, they are in fifth.
Well, they might have to replace home plate after this game because these were 2 of the top teams in the league last year in runs scored. They love to cross home plate. They get guys on. They score them. And that's what makes these teams so tough to pitch against.
He'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. Solid innings end up in a solid game. Justin Verlander's doing that. He's battled through 4 innings of work now, allowed 4. He's got to get some run support here. Next up, Tigers. Things will start getting difficult with the 3rd man in the order lurking ahead.
Coming to bat for the Detroit
And it's Miguel Cabrera now. And the best average in the league last year. That fastball gets by him on the first pitch, 0-1. Here's the 0-1 from Lester. Hard grounded to short. And he's out at first. What an out. Diving stop and a nice throw, too.
Well, he showed great range on that one. I didn't think he had any chance to get it, but able to get it and get on his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Tremendous job.
And Prince Fielder up.
Now you go back to that injury, Gary, and those are always very difficult ones there. And not much you can do. Sometimes it's just the happenstance of the game that can lead to injury.
Steve, we were talking about the injury. So long as the play is a clean play, Even though you don't want to see it happen, at least you understand how it happened.
Well, that's right. I mean, listen, sometimes the game just plays itself out, and if you play hard, you do at times subject yourself to potential injury.
And the first pitch. Makes a swing, but he's too late on that one. Strike one.
Well, you come to expect big things from Prince Fielder year in and year out, and another year where he didn't disappoint.
All right, Prince.
And Saltalamacchia is setting his target. Drilled towards the hole, and Pedroia picks it up. You're at 2 down.
For the Detroit Tigers, left fielder, number 21, Delman Young.
Here's a chance for Delman Young with 2 down. How's he getting these first pitches across? Well, let's take a look.
He's got to go right at the hitters, and when he does, it leads to success. He's retired 7 hitters in this game after throwing a first pitch strike.
At the belt, Lester kicks, throws, and he watches a cut fastball to start the at-bat for strike one.
You know, for a pitcher to be successful, you want to keep the ball off the sweet spot of the bat. The cut fastball does that.
And it's 0-2 in the Camarilla cutter. Delman Young, he'll be swinging at anything close. And the beauty of that cut fastball, Steve, is oftentimes the delivery motion is the same as you see with a fastball.
Well, it's exactly right. They try to gauge it and has that running action and movement either away from the right-hander or into the left-hander.
This is a swing hit in the air. And it's going to be Pedroia. And that's going to do it in this half inning. And they've got the lead in this ball game, and now they'll get 2 right-handers up in the pen.
I want to see if they can protect this lead, Gary. You don't ask your bullpen to win the game, but they have to hold the lead in this situation.
Save your arm. Do it by pitching only 8 times in 1 inning, 3 outs. Boston not letting this lead go. For those of you just joining in, I'm Gary Thorne along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. Pedroia is the batter. 1 for 2 in the ball game. Pedroia will foul that one away. 0-1. Verlander kicks and deals. Taken inside by Pedroia for a ball.
Well, that pitch just took off right there and exploded out of the pitcher's hand. Kept it just a little bit inside, though. Tough pitch to hit. Good job by the hitter to lay off.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. This one to Cabrera. That's one away. Now State Farm gives us a look at the hit leaders from last year. Number 1, Michael Young. Adrian Gonzalez is second. Third is Jacoby Ellsbury. Melky Cabrera fourth. And finally, Miguel Cabrera at number 5. And it's Adrian Gonzalez now with 1 away. Up in the top 5 in average last year. And starts him out here. He swings and drives this one. Jackson. No problem for him as he gets that out.
Designated hitter, number 34, David Ortiz.
David Ortiz stands in, 2 down. What's he doing to start these hitters out? Let's take a look at how he's beginning.
You've got to look to pitch the contact. We've been watching all game long how he's trying to miss bats on that first pitch, not being aggressive, falling behind, and now 4 runs are scored in this game when he doesn't throw a first pitch strike.
Now the first pitch. That one's drilled to short. Throws to first, side is retired. And a quick inning for Justin Verlander. Really needs the offense to come through for him. Next up, Tigers.
Up to the plate.
And Victor Martinez. Last year, one of the best averages in the American League.
Victor Martinez.
Ball. And Lester too high.
Well, he ranks near the top, no question about it. A tremendous offensive player and a guy that they're looking to have a major impact in this lineup this season.
Here's the 1-0. Martinez makes contact, fouled it away. Here's the pitch. Good looking fastball. Called the ball though. 2-1. We'll take a quick look here at how he's been mixing up his placement of pitches.
His command and control have been solid. Not perfect, but the great pitching coaches will all agree that when you can mix locations along with pitch types, that you have the greatest chance of success each time out on the mound.
Hey, John, you know this is a game of adjustments, and the hitters have not been able to adjust to the location and the rhythm of his pitching.
Now the 3-1 pitch. And the fastball is over. 3-2 now. And on a full count, Victor Martinez looks at that one, and it is a called strike 3.
Well, the hitter must have been thinking they were going to come inside there. Instead, they go away with the fastball. They tricked him.
Avila will get his chance at the plate now. 5 for 18 last season against the Red Sox. Here's the first pitch. And Lester's wide that time for a ball. Now the 1-0 pitch. 1-0 delivery is a fastball in there. 1-1.
Oh, good life on this fastball as he just buries it down and away.
Avila grounds it, and Youkilis fields the ball, and that sets down Avila.
Number 27, Johnny Peralta.
Here's Johnny Peralta now with 2 down. A 235 career average off John Lester. Here's the pitch to Peralta. Fastball just misses. 1-0.
A front door two-seam fastball, trying to throw it inside, letting it tail back to the inside corner. Couldn't quite catch the corner, though.
He swings and nails a liner, and it's through. Credit Peralta, base hit.
Oh, I love being able to get hits with 2 outs. Even if there's no one on base, you don't drive in any runs. What it does is, though, it prolongs the inning, and it makes the opposing pitcher work harder and can possibly get him out of the game earlier.
It's Rayburn at the plate. He singled in his last at bat. Here's the first pitch. First pitch, a fastball. That's in there for a strike.
Well, the hitter didn't like that one, but that's a strike. He hit the inside corner up in the zone. Got to swing the bat.
The pitch. Ball. Oh, and he lays off the fastball. Good pitch. 1-1. Here's the pitch. And a fly ball, and this could be it. Sweeney's there. And you just saw it, folks. That's going to be the last play of this game.
Well, Boston wins it. So many things went right for them today. Good team victory.
As we present our Player of the Game award, Jacoby Ellsbury. Boy, did he swing the bat today.
Boy, a lot of guys hit meaningless home runs that don't decide the game, have nothing to do with the outcome of the game, but not in this one. He had only that one hit, but that home run sealed the deal for his team. You can't find a more appropriate reason to be named the Player of the Game.
And Steve, they're able to put this one away in the record books. Just a good victory.
Hey, anytime you can go on the road and beat another major league team, you've got to consider yourself fortunate.
I guess it's that time again. We wrap up this 2K Sports broadcast of MLB. For John, Steve, our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Gary Thorne. Adieu, adieu.